I've seen some fucked up shit in my life. Sat through it fairly easily. I mean, granted, there are a few that I'd have to pause in order to take a breather from because it got a little too intense. 7. Schindler's List. Silence of the Lambs. Taxi Driver. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And one of my favorite movies of all time, A Clockwork Orange. I own 2 of these. I own 2 different versions on Blu-ray. And there are other movies that I can sit through that are fairly hard to sit through. But I did. This was hard, really, really hard to sit through. Tammy. Okay, yeah. Tammy is a comedy. And it's not these movies. I get that. I really do get that. But it's not so much as uncomfortableness as it is just awkwardness. The comedy is really awkward to the point where I had to get out of my seat just to get nachos. The last time I did that was Haunted House 2. That was the last time I did something like that. I don't usually get out of my seat to get anything when a movie starts. I rarely do. The moment the movie starts, I plop my ass up in there. I plop my ass in there and I stay there. I couldn't for this. This movie was nothing. I mean, it's a road trip movie with Melissa McCarthy and Susan Sarandon as her grandmother. That's all I can tell you. Because I could barely remember anything in this fucking movie. I can't. I can remember some of the actors who are in this movie, but I can't remember anything else. I remember Melissa McCarthy, I remember Susan Sarandon, I remember Kathy Bates, I remember Sandra Oh, I remember Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd's in this playing Melissa McCarthy's father. That's all I can fucking remember. That's it. I remember nothing else. But I'll try. I mean, like I said, the humor is awkward. They're trying to portray Tammy as this person who lives a really shitty life. She has a husband who cheats on her. She just lost her job for something that really wasn't even her fault. It's just her manager was a dick. And he still is. But she goes around the store, around the restaurant she works at, contaminating all the food, basically. She just does, like, really awkward shit. I mean, she's not a great person, but they don't make her out to be someone with a heart of gold half the time. They make her out to be kind of this stupid fucking dumbass who thinks making people uncomfortable is funny. This movie didn't piss me off. It just made me it just made me kind of squirm in my seat. But this isn't Haunted House 2 levels of bad. No. Haunted House 2 is its own fucking thing. This is nothing. This movie was nothing. It wasn't a piece of shit, but it wasn't good either. It's not even mediocre. It really isn't. If there is really one positive thing, the acting isn't bad. It really isn't. It's just they're playing characters that just make you sit there, just going. I regret smiling now, because that's what was happening. There were moments where I did kind of laugh and immediately just say, "Why did you just do that? You're not supposed to laugh at something. You don't know. No, you're not allowed to laugh at this." That's how uncomfortable I was. And at the same time, they really played it safe with some stuff. Like, they're at a lesbian party that Kathy Bates is holding. Kathy Bates plays Susan Sarandon's wealthy lesbian cousin, who's in a long-term relationship with Sandra Oh. And they're at a 4th of July lesbian party. I assume that's like the best. That's the most 4th of July they were gonna get out of this. That's pretty much why this movie's came out on that week during this week. That scene could have been ripe with possibilities. That scene was ripe with possibilities. And they don't play on it. I got nothing. I really don't. I really have nothing about this movie. The only thing I can remember besides that party was the fast food robbery that Melissa McCarthy does. But that's because you see the entire scene in that movie is in the trailer. What you saw in the trailer is in the movie. Verbatim. Dragged out and not funny. It really, really isn't. A lot of people will think that this is going to be a bunch of fat humor, and yeah, there's a few, but there isn't. But it's really downplayed in this. I will say this: it could have used more. At least I could have gotten a genuine laugh out of it that didn't make me uncomfortable. I'm talking about a movie I barely remember, and I saw it yesterday. And yeah, people say, "Oh, well, you saw it yesterday, so of course you got it." No, I can remember a movie just fine after seeing it after a couple of days. I can remember it just fine. This I cannot. I cannot remember a single fucking... I can barely remember a single fucking thing in this movie. I can't. I'm repeating myself because I can't think of anything else to talk about. I can't think of anything else to talk about this movie. I just can't. So I'm just gonna get the fucking trailers because well, first off, yeah, sorry. See, this movie's so forgettable, I forgot to even put it in a final fucking score. Tammy gets a 3 out of 10. It's not a big pile of piece of shit, but it's not good either. It's just fucking forgettable. Maleficent pissed me off, but at least I remember shit. This, I can't. Yeah, so it gets a 3 out of 10. Trailers. And a phone call from my sister. fuck, I remember the trailers better than this movie. First one I got is This Is Where I Leave You. This is an ensemble cast of a comedy. Think of it as like the Tenenbaums. It's basically kind of like that, but it's got Jason Bateman, Tina Fey, the dude who is gonna be one of the the male lead in that show Girls. I can't remember his fucking name. And Jane Fonda is in it as well. Rose Byrne is in it. It's funny. There are actually funny moments. I'm sorry. This movie just like, oh god. But yeah, the trailer was funny. There was a part where Jane Fonda like reveals she had breast implants, and she's like making Jason Bateman's bed, and of course she's wearing a very low cut robe. It's like, mom, no, I don't need to see those. I don't need to see those. And she goes, what? You suckled on these? What? These are the same breasts you suckled on when you were a baby. Like Jason Bateman goes, no, those are not the same breasts that I suckled on. Those are bionic breasts. I mean, that was funny. That was really funny. I got Lucy again. I also got Wish I Was Here, which Richard and Stephanie saw a couple of weeks ago over in New York. So I'm gonna ask them what they thought about it. Who knows? Maybe they liked it. I don't know. I might see it when it comes out. I also got The 100-Foot Journey, which is Helen Mirren plays a French chef who gets new neighbors across the street who are Indian, who are also cooks. They make their own. They start their own restaurant, which is Indian. She doesn't like it because she believes because she is French, Indian food is inferior. Let me tell you something, French Helen Mirren. Indian food is the best fucking food out there. You leave Indian cuisine alone. I got Let's Be Cops again, same trailer. I got Sex Tape again. Here's one oh my god. Oh my god. Horrible Bosses 2 got a trailer. Holy shit. God. I mean, I saw the trailer for the first one, and I never got a chance to see the first one, but I'm going to because that trailer was fucking hilarious. This movie looks fucking hilarious. You got Jennifer Aniston again, and she just says to Jason Bateman she can take a dump. He can take a dump on her chest if he wants to, and that's actually the end of the trailer. It's just her saying, "You can take a dump on my chest." I'm thinking, oh my god, I don't. What? So yeah, that's it. 3 out of 10. This movie is nothing. Don't even bother with this movie. Fuck, go see Captain America 2 if it's still out in theaters. Go see that. It's worth it. It is so much more worth it. Go see, honestly, go see anything. Anything but this. Anyway, next week I got Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which I'm hoping good things come from this. More likely good things will come from this. I will have a rewind for Rise of the Planet of the Apes next week as well. And then after that it's Sex Tape, Planes, and The Purge Anarchy. Until then, I'll see you later, and happy 4th of July, America.